Why do y'all care about this so much? I'ma just let this reel from 42 speak for itself.
The first week sales are in. And unfortunately, Osamason did not qualify to have his first week sales listed because he didn't hit the top 200 on the Billboard charts and he didn't reach the max threshold needed to be shown for the first week sales numbers. So that means likely Osamason jump out. First week sales were probably around 5,000, maybe 6,000. So a little bit more than half of what Nettspend's BAFK did. He did about 9.9K, so almost 10,000 first week unit sales. Now, I'm not really too sure why, because streaming seemed to be pretty on par with Nettspend. Could have been something with merch, and then also maybe lack of purchases through bonus songs, or just the fact that his album leaked that week as well. I think that probably had a huge impact on it. Honestly, though, this really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. I think the replay value on this album is insanely high. It's been growing on me more and more. I am a big fan of the album. So, first week sales, it really is what it is. Not that big of a deal.
No hate towards him, but the fact that people got him talking about this is just kind of annoying. And it's also annoying that people are comparing this to BFK. I honestly think this wipes it. I'm not saying BFK is bad, I'm just more wishy-washy with it. I like songs like Leader, Tommy, Perk Soda, and Shut Up off that album, but some of the other songs are just really filler to me. I feel like this Osamason album has way more back-to-back tracks that I like and less skips. I just got done listening to it and it's one of my favorite albums from him. The worst song in my opinion is A Whole World Is Free. I really just didn't like that song even when he dropped it. I feel like a lot of people saying the OK beats got boring probably listened to a lot of the leaks. I never listened to any. Let's see what Osamason has to say about the leaks himself.
Osamason just addressed the leaks. Yes, he addressed the leaks and how he feels. It's cooked no matter what. As you can see, he was having a conversation in the studio with Rich Amiri, who he's collaborated a lot with lately. And he was talking about how he feels hopeless and lost when it comes to leaks. It was about like a 3-minute video of him and Rich Amiri just talking about it. Rich Amiri kind of, trying to help him a little bit, like saying like, oh, why not get a new phone, external hard drive that no one can touch, new email, stuff like that. And Osamason was basically saying, I've done all that. They still get it. Also, he was saying, the leakers, like, they really don't try to, like, put me down, but they're just trying to push themselves. And it's just, like, not cool. They're trying to brag about what they've done. And, I mean, he honestly sounded defeated. It was a really hard watch in the sense of, like, it just made me really, really sad because even, like, the collaborations between them apparently are getting, like, leaked, like, right after the studio session. So he was saying, and I think I agree with him on this, like, it's got to be a group of people at this point. And I don't know how, like, these group of people, like, get this information or get these leaks, but they do, and they leak songs, and it kind of messes up all the rollouts with, Osamason and everything. And it's, crazy to think that he, like, finally spoke on it, though.
This is really the main reason I made this video. Cause how can the leakers leak this many songs and then expect him to be on Billboard? And to the people that listen to his leaks, like how can you listen to his leaks all day over and over again and then listen to the album and then say the beat's getting old? He was listening to the music before it even dropped. And I don't think it's the music that's getting old. I think you're just chronically online at that point, honestly. Like I ain't the biggest Osamason fan, but I'll definitely look out for when he drops, but I'm not gonna be listening to all his leaks or watching all his old TikToks or his old YouTube videos. Unless like they pop up on my For You page or my feed, I'm just not gonna go out searching for that because I don't really care. I'm just here for the music, that's all really. And sound-wise and quality-wise, this is his most polished album. I liked how the vocals and mixing sounded. It was really high quality and really smooth. I like how he strayed away from the more distorted sound because if his fans do want him to hit Billboard, that's what he's gonna have to do. And honestly, I enjoy this kind of sound from him, better than anything he's done so far at least. In my opinion, that's just me. I'm not making a broad statement. I like how the production's really bouncy and electronic. This is what helps carry the tracks that are kind of mid, because no matter what he's saying, you're always gonna catch that beat. This is one of the main differences when it comes to BFK and Jump Out. Osamason is so upbeat, even if he lacks a little bit in flow or lyrics, the beat will carry or his flow will carry. But with BFK, Nettspend has some slower tracks, some different vibes on there, just not all gas, not all foot on the pedal hype. And that's what you should expect from him. Cause he's Nettspend. I was waiting for all the hype shit on the album, but some of the tracks just had me like, damn, I'm bored. Like the last track called Say Please, it was just a Nettspend love song, and low-key that shit was ass, bro. Would rather listen to bro rapping about lean and drugs than this. Not because of the topic, but because of how he does it in an entertaining way. If he did a love song in an entertaining way, it wouldn't be bad. And on this song, his flow doesn't really match the beat. It kind of just feels like he's trying to catch up with the beat on most of the songs on this album. But when his flow and the beat match perfectly, I really enjoy that. The only reason I feel like Nettspend's album sales got registered is because he had a better rollout. Also, he didn't have to face all the leaks that Osamason did. And dude is signed by Juice WRLD's old label, so they gonna push him out as much as they can for sure. And also, people bring this up while they're comparing the two projects, but BFK only sold 8K, which is literally nothing. At least when it comes to stats. Cause I'm not trying to come for anyone's artistry, I still respect both of them. Because if you're in that 30K to 40K mark album sales wise, that's pretty normal for an artist. Within this range, you'll find artists like Trippie Redd, Lil Tecca, Yeet when he first started really blowing up, and even Lil Uzi on Eternal Take 2 sold 59K. So talking about Osamason's and Nettspend's album sales is really doing nothing for them. And the people being like, oh, his sales didn't even register. None of his sales registered for any of his other albums, and you still listen, so why does it matter? Y'all be acting like these artists are fully developed. Be putting Osama and Ken on the same level, which is kinda crazy, because Ken inspired Osama. And right now, I feel like this is when Osamason is about to turn this sound into his own. In his discog, you can really hear all his inspirations, and I feel like this year is his most important year to push his creative boundaries. And I feel like Jump Out was a good way to start the year. Songs like Southside, Made Some Plans, Room 156, Jump Out, She Need a Ride, New Tune, which is my most favorite, Mufasa, Ref, Logo, which is a bonus track, and Love, which is the other bonus track. Those are among my favorites on this album, and out of all of his albums, this is honestly my favorite one. I think this is best cover too. It's the most unique and creative one out of all of them, and it's really colorful, so I like that. It really didn't have that much competition though, because his other cover arts were inspired by other artists. Like the Flex Music one was inspired by a picture of Future, and if you put them side by side, they look exactly the same. And the Osama Season one is inspired by a Playboy Cardi photo shoot, and if you put those side by side, they also look the same. This is why I said it's important for him to push creative boundaries this year, because how long is he gonna imitate art for? He reminds me of Virgil Abloh's 3% rule. It's a creative process that involves making small changes to existing products or processes to create something new. The rule is based on the idea that consumers want new things, but also want to feel familiar with them. And I feel like Osamason can take really good advantage of that. Hey, let me know what you thought about the album though. Did you enjoy it, or did you think that shit was trash? Did you agree with my takes, or did you disagree? Let me know. I always read y'all comments. Y'all know I enjoy that, no matter what. That's all Honeybee had for the video today, man. I hope y'all had a good day. Hey, if you got more time on your hands though, check out my video on Lil Yachty. I'm gonna link it at the end of the video. It's more of an informative video, you know, something you can just put on while you're doing homework or just chilling in the background. If you made it to the end of the video, comment with a B. I really appreciate you, you know, especially y'all that stayed to the end of the video. Shout out to y'all, bruh. Have a great day.